Happy Wednesday. Okay, today you are going to need your math packet. We're going to do this page and this page. You are going to need pages 12 and 13 in your language arts packet, high frequency words, lesson 8, and comprehension details. Lesson 8. And we are going, in your social studies neighborhood packet, we are going to be talking about the Aztec Indians, and we are going to do a chapter checkup. It's like a little review. Let me put all my papers back so I don't lose my place. And then we will do the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job. Okay. So, on my June calendar, it says June on the top, and the year is 2020. Yesterday was Tuesday. So if yesterday was Tuesday, today is what? What's today looking on the calendar? Is today Thursday or Wednesday? If yesterday was Tuesday, what is today? Thursday or Wednesday? If yesterday was Tuesday, today is Wednesday. So, what is today's date? Today is Wednesday the 3rd. What is today's date? Is today the 4th or the 3rd? Today is the 3rd. Very good. Which means yesterday was what? The 2nd. And tomorrow will be, what's tomorrow going to be? Tomorrow is going to be Thursday, the 4th. And I'm hoping to see everybody tomorrow. We're having our virtual classroom session at 12 o'clock. I will be emailing you reminders and links, Zoom links to get on. So, that's important. I want to see everybody. I love seeing everybody. What month is it? What month is it? It's a new month, right? Look on the calendar if you have one at home. Or look on my calendar. What month is it? Starts with a J. Which month starts with a J? June. Excellent. It is June. And what's June's special number? It's the bigger of the two. Which one is bigger, 6 or 5? 6. Excellent. June's special number is 6. And what type of season is it? What's the season? What season is it? Is it spring or summer? It is still spring. Good job. And what's the weather like in your neighborhood? Well, in my neighborhood, it's a little windy, breezy, and it's sunny. And when you sit in the sun, it is very, very warm. It's actually perfect outside. I love this weather. And what year is it? The year is 2020. Great job. All right, let's review quickly. Let's review money. What is this? Penny. How much is it worth? 1 cent. This is a nickel, and it is worth 5 cents. This is a dime, and it is worth 10 cents. This is a quarter. How much is a quarter worth? 25 cents. This is A half a dollar. How much is a half a dollar worth? 50 cents. This is a Sacagawea coin, and how much is it worth? $1. Good job. Let's review paper money. This is $1. How much is this worth? Look on the corners. $5. Excellent. How much is this worth? $10. And how much is this worth? $20. Great job. All right. So, getting out your math packet, you're going to need some crayons or a marker. I'm going to use red. What I want you to do is I want you to circle, color, or X the first astronaut in this row. Which one would be the first? Or we can put the number 1. You can do whatever you want. I am going to put the number 1 and circle the first astronaut in this row. Starting from left and moving to right. The first astronaut. So I'm going to put the number 1 and circle. I'm going to use a marker so that you can see it better. Okay, that's the first. Now, in the second row, I want you to find the second animal astronaut. It kind of looks like I think it's a beaver. Yeah, I think it's a beaver or a bear. So, which one would be the second? Which one is the second? Let's count. 1, 2. That's the second one in line. Okay. So we're going to make a number 2 and circle him. All right, the third row. I want you to find the third rabbit astronaut. Where is the third rabbit astronaut? Let's count. First, second, third. Good job. You guys are doing great with this. Let's find the fourth cat astronaut. I think these are cats. First, count with me. Second, third, fourth. Good job, number 4. And let's find the fifth dog astronaut. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Great job. Please remember to put your name and the date on your paper. We're going to turn the page and this quick review. So you're going to trace, this is the number 1, and you colored 1 balloon. What number is this? 4. So you need to color 4 balloons. Let's color 4 balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's use a different color. Okay, the next one. What number is that? That is the number 3. So how many balloons are we going to color? 3 balloons. And you can pick any color you want. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. 5. Number 5. These look like Mickey Mouse balloons. Miss Trish would love these balloons. 5. So what color? Let's see. I'm going to use pink. And we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I colored all the balloons in this row. 5. And lastly, how many balloons am I going to color? 2. I am going to color 2 balloons, and I think I'm going to use yellow. Yellow is a very happy color. 1, 2. Great job. You did awesome. Again, remember to please write your name and put today's date. All right. Next activity. We're going to do in your phonics book. Or phonics packet, I should say. Okay, write a word from the box to complete each sentence. Okay, so we have a word bank here, and we're going to read the words in the word bank, and then we're going to read the sentences. And when we use a word, once we use the word, we're going to cross it out. This way here we stay organized. The words are don't, new, her, says, line, water, and Mr. That's an abbreviation for the word Mr. Let's read all the sentences first. Meg picks up blank things. Todd blank, he will help. Cliff will blank the plants. I blank want to get wet. Tom gets a blank cloth. Blank Glenn is glad to help. So we're going to use these pictures to help us complete the sentences and figure out what word from the word bank would be appropriate. Okay, number 1, Meg picks up blank things. Let's look. Meg picks up don't things, new things, her things, or says things. What do you think? Let's narrow it down to 2 choices. Meg picks up her things, or Meg picks up don't things. Well, Meg picks up don't things. That doesn't make sense. But Meg picks up her things. I like that. So we are going to write the word her, H-E-R. And can you find it in the word bank? And then we're going to cross it off. Her. Very good. Number 2. Todd blank, he will help. Todd looks like he's a really good friend. So, Todd water, he will help, or Todd says he will help? What do you think? I think Todd says he will help. Very good. We both agree. So let's find the word says in the word bank. Where is it? There it is. Let's cross it off. Now we're staying nice and organized. Number 3. Cliff will blank the plants. Well, let's look at the picture. What is Cliff doing? Is Cliff will water the plants, or Cliff will line the plants? What makes sense? Water, very good. Cliff will water the plants. Let's cross water off. Number 4. I blank want to get wet. Look at that. It looks like they're avoiding getting wet. So, I new want to get wet, or I don't want to get wet. If you're avoiding something, you don't want it to happen. So, it's don't. I don't. And don't is short for do not. So, where's don't? Right here. Don't. Very good. Number 5. Tom gets a blank cloth. Tom gets a blank cloth. Tom gets a Mr. Cloth, or Tom gets a new cloth. If he's getting a clean cloth, he's getting a new cloth. And let's cross out the word new. Blank Glenn is glad to help. Blank Glenn is glad to help. Mr. Glenn is glad to help. Good job. And there's Mr. You guys did a great job with that. So what word is left that we did not use? Line. Okay. Let's do the next page, which is 13. Let's read the direction. This is comprehension. Read about Tim's dog. Write 3 details that tell about the dog. So we can always go back into the passage to figure out the details. Tim has a dog. His dog is called Meg. She is a black dog. She is a little fat. Thin is the opposite of fat. The dog is so soft. Tim is glad he has Meg for a pet. Well, there's a lot of details in there. That's a lot to remember. So number 1, let's write 3 details that actually tell about the dog. Tim has a dog. Okay, that gives us information that Tim has a dog, but it doesn't give us any details about the dog specifically. His dog is called Meg. Well, that is a detail about the dog. That is the dog's name. So we can write her name is Meg. Her name is Meg. Number 2, she is a black dog. Does that tell about the dog Meg? Absolutely, it tells what color she is. Number 2, she is a black dog. Good, and we need one more. Should we say she is a little fat? Or should we say the dog is so soft? Or Tim is glad he has Meg for a pet. Well, Tim is glad he has Meg for a pet really isn't telling us anything about his pet dog, Meg. And she's a little fat. Well, I don't think that's a nice thing to say. So I would choose Meg is so soft because that describes the dog Meg. And that's a nice thing to say. Meg is so soft. So as you can see, I'm completing my sentences with a capital and I'm ending it with punctuation. And in this case, since I'm making statements, I'm ending it with a period. Okay? Anyone's name, if any person's name, people are very important. So no matter where a name is, a person's name is in the sentence, even a dog's name, it would be capitalized. But she, that's a pronoun. That would only be capitalized in the beginning of a sentence. Same thing with her. Okay. You guys did a great job with that. Now let's learn about the Aztec Indians. So we've been learning about American Indians, and now we are going to learn about the Aztec. You have read about American Indians who lived in the United States. Where do you live? You live in the United States. American Indians also lived in other parts of the Americas. The Aztecs were American Indians who lived in Mexico. The Aztecs wrote with pictures instead of letters. Each picture told an idea or part of an idea. The Aztecs used these pictures to write about important things that happened. You can write a story using pictures. Think about what you want to say. Use a picture instead of a word. Here is one to read. Okay, it's almost like rebus writing. We wanted to go to the what? What do you think that is? Well, it could be pond or a lake. We wanted to go to the lake, but a tree fell down and blocked the road. Wow. Write a story using pictures. Write your story here. What kind of story can we write using pictures? How about we start the school day by saying the Pledge of Allegiance? I'm not a good artist. Okay, next page. Chapter checkup. Let's see what we've learned on this chapter. Finish each sentence. Circle the correct words. American Indians lived only by the ocean, were all part of one group, or were the first Americans? What do you think? American Indians lived only by the ocean, were all part of one group, or were the first Americans? Well, I know for sure that they were the first Americans, so I'm going to circle that. Do you guys concur? Good job. American Indians got their food by going to the store, hunting and farming, or going to a restaurant. Did they have stores or restaurants back then? So how did they get their food if they had no stores or had no restaurants? They obtained it by hunting and farming. Good job. Some American Indians used buffalo hide to make, what did they use buffalo hide to make? Or buffalo skin? Paper, clothing, or juice? What do you think? Paper, clothing, or juice? Clothing. Very good. Remember, they used it to make teepees and shoes. The Aztecs were not American Indians, lived in the United States, or wrote pictures instead of letters. Well, what did we just do to communicate, to do a sentence? We use words and we use pictures just like the Aztec. So it would be wrote with pictures instead of letters. Good job. American Indians of long ago built houses from the things they found where they lived. What could American Indians who lived in your area have used for houses? So maybe you can research that. What do you think? What is in your area? Look around. What is in your area that the Indians could have used to build houses? Well, when I look in my area, I see many, trees. So, I'm sure there's a lot of trees where you live too. You can use a tree to build a house. So think about it. Look around and see what they could use. Maybe you live by a cave. They could have used a cave as a house. Possibilities are endless. Use your imagination. Okay, I am going to say goodbye, and I hopefully will see you tomorrow. And please join our meeting. It will be at 12 o'clock. I look forward to seeing everyone. Bye.